What she didn't tell you is that she went to Iowa State because she couldn't get into tech. I don't know. You started it. I'm telling you. Okay. Days like this are outstanding. When I was driving in this morning, we live southwest of town, and when I was driving in this morning, up in front of me was an old pickup truck driving on the road, slow lane. The truck was probably 30 years old, very well kept, but that truck had earned its keep, you could tell. As I got closer to it, on the back windshield was one of those window decals that anybody that lives around here knows, one of those Texas Tech window decals. And we have a bunch of different ones: Texas Tech Nursing, Texas Tech Engineering. This said Texas Tech Agriculture. So as I pull up beside it, there's this very distinguished older gentleman driving the truck. He's got on a gimme baseball cap that looks like it's about as old as the pickup itself. He's got his hands up on the steering wheel, and you could tell he's got big knuckles. His hands were beat up from the sun. You could tell this guy had earned his keep. And it was such a perfect example of why a facility like this is so important. Because that same type of individual is driving around in Iowa. He's driving around in Nebraska and Kansas and in the Dakotas and in the western part of Pennsylvania. That person who oftentimes is dismissed collectively when you're in places like Austin or DC, it's not that they're dismissed outright, it's that people don't think about it. People just don't think about everything that it takes from the moment they decide they're going to farm something until the moment we're benefiting from it. Most people that know me know that I don't like wearing suits, ever. I like to wear jeans a lot for multiple reasons, but one of the things out here is it's a constant reminder to me of the world that I live in. Everything we do through our higher education systems is to help train the next generation of folks that are going to be helping people in the cities and helping people in rural areas. So a facility like this is exactly what we need and when we need it. Because, and Bruce mentioned this, while folks in Austin and DC don't think about that farmer, what they do rely upon is everything those farmers do. And what they do rely upon is the stability that they bring to an economy. Just the cotton industry in the state of Texas is a multi-billion-dollar industry that we rely on when we go to Austin to do anything that we need to do. This area, the 19 counties around this area, is the largest contiguous piece of cotton growth on the planet. And when you add in the Panhandle, this area produces 64% of the state's entire cotton crop. And that, in this state, produces almost 40% of our national output of cotton every year. That's how important it is. But we have to remind folks about that whenever we go to places like Austin and DC. And so it's through the work of a lot of people going back for many, many, many years that something like this becomes a reality. We have, what I'm told, is the second largest cotton classing facility in the world. Can anybody here tell me where the first largest is? Where is it? Memphis? Okay. Well, how big is that son of a gun? Because we're going to add on to this one. Who in the state of Texas built the second biggest anything? Billy Breedlove. What were you thinking? How big is that thing in Memphis? Well, our annex is coming next, guys. Nobody in Texas likes to stand up and say, we got the second biggest anything. Anyway, we've got a facility now that can put through 5 million samples a year. What it takes to get the cotton grown, to get it collected, to get it processed, to get it sampled, to eventually get it to the mills that wind up making things like jeans is nothing short of miraculous. It is absolutely incredible. It is a testament to the work of all the folks that are sitting around here, and it's a tribute to that fellow that I passed on the road this morning in his pickup. Thanks to all of you for being here. Dr. Skuvenek is now, go ahead and stand up, Lawrence, president of Texas Tech University. Am I introducing him? Okay. No, I'm not done. I'm not done at all. If Skuvenek's talking, I ain't done. But before Skuvenek gets up, Mike Conaway, please stand up. Everybody know Representative Conaway, our congressman, our former congressman. Mike Conaway has been a whole lot more relaxed over the last year or so, and I'm not exactly sure why. But he's done a lot of work toward this. Bob Duncan, stand up. The Viceroy from Vernon. Our former Chancellor, former state senator, also has done a tremendous amount to make this day a reality. So thank you guys for everything y'all have done. Lawrence Skuvenek, don't stand up yet, Lawrence. Lawrence has done remarkable things for our university at Texas Tech and for this community going back now for several decades. Okay, before I finish, I just saw Gallion back there. Gallion, stand up. Mike Gallion, I'm sorry. Mike Gallion, our former provost. He's not a cotton guy, he's a cow guy, but it's good to have you here, Mr. Cowman. Thanks for being here. All right, so back to Skuvenek. He's done remarkable things at this university going back for decades, doing things not only for the academic side of things, not only for the research side of things, but for the athletics as well. And so we are at a time at Texas Tech University and at Texas Tech University system that I think everybody here can be extraordinarily proud of. We are exquisitely proud of our partnership with the USDA for this facility. And we want to thank you guys for everything you've done for us. So with that then, I'll turn it over to Lawrence Skuvenek. Thanks for having me.